What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but from now on I'm gonna try and upload something every week at least. Anyways, and today we're gonna be reacting to Strawberry Fields Forever by the Beatles. I've just read a little bit about it, and from my understanding, from what I've read, the song was written by John Lennon. He drew inspiration from his childhood memories playing in the garden of Strawberry Fields. Fun fact, I actually live in Liverpool. I know I don't have a Scouse accent, but I know that there's a place called Strawberry Fields. It's interesting how they can just take things from their life and make art out of it. I think this is gonna be pretty interesting. John Lennon is on the vocals, rhythm guitar, bongos, and mellotron. Oh damn, mellotron. See, this is what I'm talking about, this little instrument. And Paul McCartney is gonna be on the mellotron, bass guitar, piano, lead guitar, timpani, and even bongos. Like, god damn, how many instruments is this gonna be? George Harrison is gonna be on the lead guitar, slide guitar. Whoa, what's this? Swamandal. How did they know how to play all these instruments though? That's what I wanna know. Like, there's just so many unique instruments here. Timpani, maracas, and then Ringo Starr is gonna be on the drums and percussion. And then there's someone else who's uncredited who's going to be playing tap piano. There's like 5 different type of pianos they're going to be playing, and a whole other unique instruments. I'm actually getting hyped for this now. Okay, let's jump straight into this. Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to Strawberry Fields. Nothing is real. And also, like, I think this is like the first music video that I'm actually going to be watching by the Beatles. Like, everything else that I've reacted to so far has been either an album, so just audio, and I've done one live performance that was just like John Lennon and so on actually. So this is going to be the first time that I'm actually looking at a Beatles music video. Nothing to get hung about. Strawberry fields forever. Okay, so like, I know that this song was inspired by the memories of his childhood when he was going to Strawberry Fields. So when he's saying, let me take you down to Strawberry Fields, is he like meaning like, let me take you back to my childhood? That's what I'm getting from this. Nothing to get hung about. Strawberry Fields forever. Nothing to get hung about. Nothing to get hung about. Strawberry fields forever. Strawberry fields forever. Strawberry fields forever. I like how they just filmed this like on one location, but there's so much happening that's keeping me glued to the screen. And this is like back when people actually cared about music videos, and they actually made their music videos unique. I like how Paul McCartney got his hands in the pockets. It's freezing out here in Liverpool, like, that's why I'm wearing a freaking jumper inside, even though there's a heat around. Yo, look at the colors here. How beautiful are these colors here? This red, the red they're wearing, and then the sky. So, and then you got the green grass here. It's almost like a symbolism of strawberries. It's red everywhere, and then it's got this little green, and then it's got green little leaves on top. I hope that's what they were going for with this visual here. Anyways, I feel like from the first listen, you don't really get to understand everything. And I found that's like something pretty common with a lot of Beatles songs. When I listen to them for the first time, I don't get all the messages. Every time you listen to, you find something new. So I'm gonna watch this little video here that I found. That's just gonna. It's called "The Surprisingly Interesting Story Behind Strawberry Fields Forever," and hopefully I'm just gonna understand it a little bit more. So bear with me. Wait.
The Beatles' 1967 hit Strawberry Fields Forever has long been considered one of the greatest pop songs ever recorded. Released in February of that year as a double A-side single along with Penny Lane, the song peaked at number 8 on the
Penny Lane is... okay. I think I'm going to look at Penny Lane as well.
US Billboard charts. The Turtles' Happy Together was at number 1 that week, by the way. In 2011, Rolling Stone named it
Wasn't all their songs
greatest
number 1?
Song and the 76th greatest song ever written. Written by John Lennon, it's a true masterpiece. But what it isn't is a song about fields full of strawberries. The Beatles were going through a rough patch when they all splintered off in the summer of 1966, immediately following what would be their last US live performance at San Francisco's Candlestick Park. The Fab Four would eventually reunite for 6 more albums and one legendary unannounced rooftop live performance, but that wasn't known in the summer of 66.
Damn, is that an actual picture from a live show? Because that looks freaking sick.
Rooftop live performance, but that wasn't known in the summer of 66. For his part, Lennon made his way to Almeria, Spain to star in the black comedy How I Want.
Okay, yeah, I did see that he actually wrote the song while he was in Spain while filming How I Won the War. So I knew that one.
On the war. With long waits between shooting scenes, Lennon had plenty of time to write. In just 6 weeks, he had a version of the song that would come to define the Beatles' second act. John Lennon's childhood wasn't a particularly happy one. When he was a baby, his banjo-playing father Ralph was rarely at home and often away at sea as a merchant. Tired of his travels, John's mother Julia fell in love with another man and got pregnant with John's half-sister. This caused a tremendous rift in the Lennon family, with Julia's sister Mimi calling social services twice on her own sister for raising John in what she called an unfit home. Eventually, social services handed John's care over to Aunt Mimi, and he spent a large portion of his childhood at his aunt's suburb.
I feel like a lot of artists out there, like, they've got such traumatizing childhoods, and in a way it kind of makes them really great artists, because when they channel all their trauma from their childhood into making art, it just becomes this freaking blossom of art. Is that the word, blossom? Okay, it becomes this outstanding art.
John's relationship with his parents after that, well, it was tragic. He wouldn't see his father again for over 2 decades. John's mother, unfortunately, was hit and killed by a speeding car while crossing the road when John was only 17. According to Cynthia Lennon, John's first wife, while Aunt Mimi...
Okay, that's deep. Okay, that just took a whole different turn right there.
Amy did care for John, she was not a woman for cuddles and praise. Ruling with an iron fist, John was expected to be obedient, well-behaved, and groomed. Later biographers would write that he had a hard time making friends. So it's little wonder that young John Lennon had a rebellious streak and would often go in secret to play in the gardens of his next-door neighbour. This was the girls' orphanage Strawberry Field. In a 1968 Rolling Stone article, Lennon said that he was trying to write about Liverpool and had visions of Strawberry Fields because Strawberry Fields is just anywhere you want to go. Lennon also often alluded to how Strawberry Field was representative of his childhood. On the outside, it was foreboding, but once he climbed over that wall, it was full of wildflowers and secretive gardens. It's also thought that he greatly identified with the orphans who lived there, considering that he felt abandoned by his own parents.
Okay, now that definitely makes sense as to why he would connect more to that orphanage place now.
There was something wrong with me, I thought, because I seemed to see things other people didn't see. When John Lennon brought the song back to the band in November of 1966, it was met with awe. Engineer Jeff Emmerich recalled to Rolling Stone that fateful moment. There was a moment of stunned silence, broken by Paul, who in a quiet, respectful tone said simply, "That is absolutely brilliant."
Wow, you see, like, from just listening to it once, I wouldn't have got all that in one, but I'm sure if I listen to it more times, I'll be understanding it more and more every time I listen to it. I think that's what I'm gonna do now. Before I react to the Beatles, I'm just gonna read a little bit about the album before I react to it, and then jump into it with a more understanding before I actually react to it. Anyways guys, thank you for watching. If you like my videos, make sure to subscribe and like and comment and all that jazz. Peace, peace, peace.